I'm live. Right. Good afternoon, everybody. Nobody. How does your garden grow? Right. Well, oh, there's some right duffers in here. So, it's really interesting. I've got the books. I did some. Pictures in, for my stuff. It's really interesting because when you're doing this, it needs to be symmetrical, and you have to do it a bit sort of. Oh, I've already done one of them. Well, I'm doing it again. Right. So, piece of paper. It's bigger than the whole thing, but it don't matter. If I lift it up now, it's all going to go Pete Tong. So, bear with. I need some better holders, I think. You're on high definition as well, so it looks a bit weird. But hey ho, the merry old. Right, I've got here pencils, pens going out my ears. So just got some automatic pens. Let's see who's in. We have got lovely Thelma. So we've got Thelma on. Hello, Thelma. Oh, it's playing up today. Thelma. We've got lovely Valerie. Sorry, I'm not doing that. I bet you get it all the time, don't you? It's being very slow today. We've got Jan. The gorgeous, amazingly talented Jenna. My mucker. Emma. She's amazing. That's all I say. She's amazing. Love her. Deborah, how are you, Deborah? We've got Patricia. Oh, for goodness sake, Patricia. So sorry. I'm getting a bit tongue-tied. And how's your father? Then we've got Carol. And Thelma again. Say hi to Michael, won't you, my lovely? Hi, Marcia. Hey, good to see you. Michelle. Hello, darling. Darlings. Linda. Woohoo. My lovely friend, Linda. Surason. We said hello to them. Hello to them. What's up with your button? Is it just, have you stuck it on? Hello, hello, hello. Right, hello, Facebook user. So we've got 20 people in. Hello, Karen. Yay. So it's great to see everybody. I know I only planned it yesterday, but I've withdrawal. I'm having a bit of a withdrawal at the moment. So I just thought I've got to do it. I've got to go and see my friends. So I've got a coaster. See me, and I'm going to do flowers. And I'm just going to do flowers because that's what I want to do. And I'd love you to join me to do it because I think once we start, you know what I mean? I'm going to draw 4 of them together, right? So, and I'm going to draw 4 like that. Any coaster will do. Any square you've got, please don't, take all your time looking for a square. If it's a circle, just do a circle. It doesn't matter. Just get a shape, get it down. Stop pontificating, or whatever the word is. Not. Oh, I'm kicking cameras. Sorry, guys. Not What is it? Procrastinating, pontificating. Right. So I've got this 4. Okay, and I'm just going to go. And this breaks up all rules. Because you're like, no, can't do that. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. You can do it. You can do it when you're big. So, everything's staying within the square. So, I am just doing this. So, at the end, you've got as many sections as you need, okay? It's concerned that camera's not straight. There, that's better. So, hello, Bet. Hi, Vicky. Yay. Woohoo! Oh, it's great to see everybody. I'm so sorry I missed some of your lives, but I was out and about. I was planning and I was going to go to the NEC this weekend, but we had to change plans. So, yeah, I did a great class on Moodle Miss. I'll show you it. It was Alice in Wonderland inspired baubles. Really cool. I hope we can do it again. Anyway, I'm just going to do this because let's draw some flowers as we did before, right? So I'm going to look at rubbing out this here. I want a central, that's why I didn't purposely put it in the middle. I want a central aperture. Okay, I'm hoping that you've all caught up because I know some of you like to do it. Guess what I drew today? I drew an elephant, thinking I was going to do an elephant, and then I saw what I'd put, flowers. So I've drawn the elephant, so we can do that next week if you want. Right, so I've got my main focal point, yeah? Glynis! What have you done? What? I've missed something. Oh, I've got sweat rolling down my back. Sorry, I'm just answering Sue Rousson. Hi. Oh, what's going on here? Somebody. Thelma, what have you done? What? Oh, you daft blowy neck. Hello, Patty. Oh, what have you done, Thelma? Right. I had a broken foot once, fractured foot, right? And Mark made me walk to the football. He said it was a sprain. And I went to the hospital because I couldn't walk the next day. Well, that day, I think. And he said, I come back with a boot. Yes. Needless to say. Right, anyway, okay. So I've got my centre piece here. And all this is going to be around it. You can choose whether it's under, over, under. It's entirely up to you. But the main one is going to be the focal point of the flower. Okay, so I will put a circle. Okay. Center point. And I'm just going to do some middle around it. Okay. Now, I am going to go with now, just before you do this, let me see if I like it. I don't like that there. Oh, mind you, if I went like that, that'd be better. Let's do a. Now, Jack, no, don't like that one. So I'm going to change it a bit, okay? Because you've got to be able to change it. That's why I've done it in pencil. I'm not too sure whether I want it going over. Oh, come on. Ugh. I'm not. Oh, wait, it's like putter. So I can do this, so I will. That's better. Right. Bear with me. Bear with. So I'm going to redo that. I'm not loving this bobbly bit here. So I hope nobody's done it in pen. But it doesn't matter though, it sure work. Right, okay, so circle, that's better. And I'm just gonna go with, oh, that's better. So what I'm doing is I'm hitting the bottom and coming back out like that, like a sun ray. Like that. That's miles better. So like that, you get it? So, and then what we can do is then put that round bit on, like, now if you want. So I've got that. Take your time. I'm being a bit too. I like that because it's like central and right. So you can continue them if you wish, or you can leave them. Now I know this looks well dodgy, but it always does when we start, doesn't it? Somebody says to me, how do you know when you're finished? When you like it. So I'm going to put this in. So I've got a really wonky line, and I like the wonky lines, as you know. And I'm just going to put this in first. Even though I've got the lines underneath, I'm going to slightly change them because I can. So it looks a bit messy now, but mine will work always does. So we've got these lines coming all over the place. So let's get rid of anything that doesn't need to be here. And we'll start to see. This isn't great. These aren't great for hot weather. It's like trying to rub out with a piece of chewing gum that's just come out of your mouth. You know, so look at this. It's great when it's winter because they're like excellent, but at the moment it's blooming rubbish. Everything's sticking to my hands. Oh, just sod it. Right. So redraw that. That's better. So we've got our main flower, okay. That's better. I like that. Okay, now what we're going to do is we can choose whether we want to sort of take these a little bit further, and I think I will. I think what I'll do is I'll use me sort of so remember I've got all these lines, so just don't be getting don't worry too much if you don't get what I'm doing. I'm just extending the lines a bit further over all the stuff. Now I doubt it whether I'll get all of this done today, but it gives you an idea of about sectioning your work and how you can just go for it without being worried about what you're creating because it's your work and you can do a bit of this. It's almost like a colouring in day where you can do a bit of it each day. So I'll just finish up and explain what I've done. But most of you should know this. I think we've done it before or something similar. So there we go. So basically I've extended it that way, okay? But now what I'm going to do is hit and miss. So I'm going to miss that middle bit and just go where I'm not doing that bit, I don't think yet. I'll do this bit here. I'm doing it in those boxes, so anything in this box will be. Oh, it's really gone wonky there. Oh, never mind. Right, so I'm going to do this bit now, just so otherwise it's going to go really crazy. So basically what you're doing is like a weave, in, out, you know what I mean? It's like you're doing bits in and out of your... Ow! Blue withers. That's what she's singing to me now, Rachel. So what I'm looking at now is whether these lines need to go in. Right? But they don't always need to go in. It's just how. So let's go. I'm just using directional lines in 2 or 3 places and circles. Start to make it our own. Well, I'll tell you what, it was lovely to see Diane the other day. Made me day. Made me day. What I'm going to do is create with a fat pen. Yeah, I was so chuffed to see her. Right, just in the box. And in between bits, we're going to sort of separate it. Now this probably would work much better with colour because you've got more choices. So like that. Can you see it's allowing you to sort of define those, but without losing too much of the pattern area. Alexa, level 1, please. Does anyone else say please to her? It's crazy that, isn't it? Right. So if anybody wants to know where I get all this equipment from, if you go to LouWithers.com, on there on the first page you'll see all my links, and I have got an Amazon shop, and I do get pennies if you go on that, and there's all sorts of links about, you know, suggested products and things that you can use. I try and put as many as possible that I've actually used because I don't like to give you duffers. So there we go. I'm liking that already. Giving me a bit of definition. You could turn it into a sun as well, you know, easily. But it's just an easy way of drawing a flower. So, has anybody been watching Glastonbury? I've been trying to see if Leone's there. I know she's there, but I know Mark's been watching it, so I don't know if he spotted her. So here we've got that there, okay? We've got that nice definition going on there. I'm just going to add some definition each petal, okay? So I'm using a 0.8 just to give so here we go. Got this. Doesn't that look different now? And the secret with pointillism is close together and maybe bigger as well. Just be careful when you're doing that though, because it can overpower. But the closer together you put the dots, the denser, the darker. And if you're unsure about shading, this is an excellent exercise to help you to shade, because you're doing it in dots and it's the same way you can do it. Oh, hello, Dawn. Linda, the people were saying that, yeah, the drummer and guitarist were great, but maybe some of the singing could be better. Paul Lewis, he had a bit of um, a difficulty at one point, but you know, it's live. What do you expect? Plus, when people have difficulties or differences, being under stress does really bring it out. So you can't have much more stress than nearly 250,000 people watching you. Tell you what, though, surprised at how much it was. It was 385 quid a ticket. Wish I had 385 quid. We're lucky if I got 300 quid. Anyway, enough of that. So we've done that. We've got our basic. Now, this is where I want you to moodle with me and get your toes on the floor. Right. Yeah, Christine. Hi, Christine. I've been looking at, bits and bobs. Right. Circles. Okay. I've put you in high definition, so I'm hoping that looks a bit better now. And I'm going to do some random. Now, I have got a really bad habit of doing this. Can you see that? I'll do it big. That. And I'm trying. Oh, I've got grubby fingers. So I'm really trying my best at the beginning and end to put, so you can't see it join. So I'm going with massive ones like that. Okay. Next is smaller ones. I'm wiggling my toes. Couldn't sleep last night, right? Because I've not been well. So I had to. I went to bed really early because I'll have to sleep when I can now. And I did my pressure points, and then I did my moodling and not moodling with my head, and I went to do the moodling, which is wiggling your toes and stuff. And I was wiggling my toes into the cotton sheets to feel the sheets, and I was out like a light, and it was absolutely wonderful feeling the coolness of the sheets. It's just wonderful. So, just if maybe you want to try it, it might work. Now what I'm doing is fitting as many as I can in it. If you really want this to be worthwhile, in my opinion, it's too tempting to rush off and go, but my lines just look cruddy. So by taking my time, weren't the DT amazing on my last collection? Absolutely love them to bits. In those different size ones, I am just going to be like putting extra lines in. And if you only have one pen, that's fine. Like I'm going L's for bells here. So I'll show you another way of doing it. If you don't want to do it like that, then you go back in with your note one. And this really helps to just calm your circles down. I lost a very good friend last week. I went to school with, and she's my age. And her daughter, who were taught, both daughters, informed me. Absolutely devastated. Absolutely devastated. Alison Harrison, and it's bringing mortality closer. So let's just be nice to each other. If you can't be nice, don't bother about it. Just don't bother saying anything. And if you don't like it, it's one, because it's not finished, or two, it's not to your liking. And what people think of your business, and it's not reality. Mel Peaton is amazing at these little, she's very, 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 very good. So yeah, so made me wonder, what do I enjoy doing? What have I missed? And it was this. So I decided I had to do it. So, hi Denise. Yeah, it was my favourite too, Emma, as well. Was my favourite. So I've gone really doolally there, which I absolutely love it. Hey, can you tell it's high definition? Fiona, Sharon, hello. Oh, it's lovely to see everybody. Hope you can see it. Yeah, it's quite. So anyway, yeah, I don't want to bring anybody down. I just want to make sure that, one, people are happy. Two, let's all be happy. Let's make the most of what we've got. If you can, it's not always appropriate, I know, but make someone, even if it's just smiling at someone, please do it. So I'm just going to do lines like that, and so it's going to be 3 and a 1. Like that, just to give it some like cellular structure, because and I've just made it a little bit bigger as we go along. So you can add as many as you want, but it's just a nice little pattern to keep us going. So the next one is like okay, like that, squares. But what we're just going to do is just take the corner off. So yeah, going back to my wonderful DT, I'm very, very honoured and privileged, and I wish I could pay them all the money in the world, but I'm afraid that's not possible. But like is like, so I try my best to just do what I can, and I think they know I appreciate them very much. So it's like Alison. Losing Alison is we need to make sure that we tell these people that we care, don't we? Otherwise, it can get very sad. So here I'm doing, right, enough of that with us. Come on. You've all got your own monkeys. You don't need any more. No need to comment, guys. Honestly, I don't need that. So there we've rounded it a little bit. Ah. Oh, the little circle. Oh, I love it. Got it in my bag in car. This line is very much influenced by the music. And you know what it is? Paddy fields. Because they have wonderful paddy fields, don't they? And the patterns and shapes in them in Asia, different parts of Asia and India. A little bit of a so it's very simple, isn't it? You know, and then what we could do is bring this in here. So we've got a I'm using a 0.1 now. I'm bringing in like the cellular structure like that. Oh, that's lovely, that. Just a rounded rectangle. And it's sort of resembling that. So we've got that nice pattern coming on. Ah. One was a child who used to about 15, now he's oh, that's amazing, Linda. Oh, brilliant. Oh, I'm so chuffed. Look at that. Oh, that's brilliant, Linda. Jackie, hello. Hi, Pam. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. Sorry. Daddy says, whatever it was. So I'm really liking these patterns. They're just flowing. Normally, I have much more problem trying to get patterns in flowing like this. And sometimes it's like, what am I doing? It's all wrong, but not today. That's what I mean. Some days we have crappy days, don't we? And doing each one individually like this allows me to do it round. Because normally, if you draw a straight line, you know, alpha leather, isn't it? It's going to be wrong. So here's a big cross. I know lots of you, when I speak to you, either on here or actual, which is cool, get to see you. You say that you watch it and read back. Oh, I have to go. Lovely seeing you all. I shall enjoy continuing later. Oh, that's lovely. Have a great time. Have a lovely time. Oh, thank you. Love this. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So here, I'm looking at this now, and I'm going to take the things we've learnt here a little step further. So rounding off. So can anyone tell me? Hi, Andrew. Magic coming out of my pen. Oh no. It's magic coming out of your pen that matters, not mine. Thank you. That's so kind of you. I had a wonderful workshop. We did the moodle, and somebody was saying out about the stuff coming out of my pen, and it's ink, but they were like absolutely enthralled by it. But it's only confidence, and the only reason I've got any confidence is practice. Seriously, Patricia, they just come out of my head. Oh, hi, V's, you come on now, get on with it now. Come on, get on with this. Yeah, it's just um, practice, and not being feared. You know, these things. Okay, yeah, I've been doing it a while now, but I'm not um, worried if I make a balls of it. Excuse my language. I'm not. I'm not worried because why should I be? It's what is it? It's a bit of paper, and we're all friends. Right, so what I've done here, wiggly lines all over, and then I'm just going to go right, big circles around it, and then oops, that's a bit manky, sorry. And then each circle sort of pretend we're going that big and that big and that big. And we get like wobbly lines. Like that. Looks like a slug, doesn't it? So let's see what we've got here. Draw a line there. Let's do a V. So, and then we can do a, so we're not forgetting it. We've got another big one here. There's loads of inspiration out there, you know, absolutely loads. I'm forever in the awe of people who can draw portraits and stuff like that because I find that incredibly difficult. But they find patterning really difficult. So it's horses for courses, isn't it? I'm going to draw, I think, another line here. So I'm going to do like another jigsaw puzzle. Not, no, that's not jigsaw puzzle. Alice or Mackenzie Child, whichever you want to call it. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do every one of the other one. Okay, so right, so oh, I finished rabbit. finish Mr. Montague Moodle. Love him. He is so cool. Inspired by Mr. Finch. And although I am doing classes, they are inspired by Mr. Finch and Mackenzie Child, but I've made them my own because you have to. So here, I'm just going to fill in like that. So it's got a correlation with it there. And I think I like this. So I'll bring that in there. And then here, we just got to be careful because we need pattern, but we don't need it to be overpowering because it's only a small space, isn't it? So if I look at that and just put in little bits, and then there we go. So we've got our flower in the middle, which is a crazy flower, and there's certain ones that I really like here. So this one I'm going to copy into this square here. So I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to get a pencil. So right, so it's the here that I'm going to be doing it in. All right, so like that fits. Yeah, so what I've done is continued it like in this part here. So I might try and get Mark to throw down Montague to show you. Slightly fatter pen, so it'll look slightly different, but it's like us, we're all shapes and sizes. This is great for a canvas, if you want to create your own canvas or a present or something for someone who likes moodling. Can you see how it's like da -da -da? So here in this one, I'm going to make this up now. Mark, can you throw Montague down? Woohoo! He's here. Yes. Instead, I'll show him you properly in a bit. Yes, I am over the moon with him. Over the moon. Seriously. He's the band leader. The Moodling Movers. I know. Rubbish, that, isn't it? I know. Right, okay, so just to show you what it looks like now. So we've got that, and it's just like, woo, going over it. So let's choose this one here as well. I'm going to use the finer line for this. Like that. Don't know if I'm going out later on. I was up at 5 this morning because I was in bed for 7. Absolutely draining. I hate being ill when it's warm, but it's what it is, isn't it? It's what it is. People far worse, so don't need to come in. Whenever I say that, please don't comment, because I'm talking to you like we're all friends, and I don't want a pity party. I hate that. In fact, more often than not, don't tell people because of that. I hate it. Hate it. It's not for me. But some people, that's okay with them. That's fine. But for me personally, it's not. But this weather really doesn't help me at all. So I've continued that out of it. So I've gone off and on, off and on. I quite like this one here, but it looks like it's hit and miss. But if we continue this one here, like that's that one there. And what I'm going to do is just put some dots there, just to give it a bit of definition. There we go, just to give it a bit of depth. So that's that one. We could finish that one, or we could do, let's see. Oh, this one's a nice one. So, but can you imagine if you're using colour, then this would be absolutely amazing, because you've got, like, you could do the inside one colour, the different sections a different colour. You're really sort of able to do so many variations. So here we've got this, and this is and I'm going to do the pattern this way. Pattern is such a great way of creating movement, and the direction of your lines allows the eye of the viewer to take that journey with you. So if I was to now do, dotting is really your best friend when it comes to drawing, honestly. You see, it gives that a little bit of depth. So it would be dark in there, dark there. So I've got, it's almost like architectural. I want to finish this one because I really love this. So I'm continuing that line, and I'm just putting them in there, and then I'll put these in here. There we go, just to finish it. No skill needed whatsoever. Craziness. Craziness. So I'm looking at this, and I think we need to do lines like that in there, and then fill that line. So, oh, I love that one. That's one of my favourites. That, it's a long time since I've done that one, and I'm using it a lot. Well, I will be. I think I'm going to put it over here as well, because I really like the idea of it being shaped like that. So I don't know what you're like where you are. I'm presuming it's blooming hot everywhere. I'm not going to moan about the weather, but it is hot, but I'm not moaning about, well, I'm just talking about it because I love it. It doesn't like me, though. And if you suffer with hay fever, oh, I see people, oh, I saw runny noses, awful. I feel really for them. It's awful, isn't it? Right, okay, so we've done quite a lot in an hour, in and out of patterns. I've drawn that line there. Maybe I shouldn't have, but let's take away the other pattern. Tell you what, I've done a lot in an hour. Quite surprised. Oh, this blooming rubber. Honestly, stick it back on there. I think when you start to get rid of extra lines, you start to realise the pattern or really see it. It's because your eye's taken away. Your eye, the view and vision is taken away by all the bobs and bits you've got around it. You begin to lose focus and your eye wants to go all over. It's like when I first had an hearing aid, right? Oh, everything. I put it on. I don't wear one now because it annoys me because my brain was only heard certain noises, yeah. So when it got to my hearing aid, my brain was like, "What's that noise? What's that noise? What's that noise?" And was listening to all these noises, and I just couldn't cope with it. It was like someone had like just opened, they put the volume right up. Oh, it was awful, absolutely awful. So I don't wear it anymore. And there's certain noises I can't hear, but I'm not too worried because if I haven't heard them now, I don't need them anymore. But yeah, it's like that with hay fever, isn't it? Once you start, your brain's just already into sort of boom, concentrating on all the other stuff, and hay fever takes over. So, oh, sorry. Tell me if you think the high definition has made a difference. COPD. Oh yeah, my mum had COPD. It's an awful thing. Absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. She used to have a machine, but she used to have a machine, right? And she'd be there and she'd take her mask off and have a sick. You know what I mean? It's just like, wow. So what I'm going to do is just to make some sort of coherence to this, because it doesn't look that, it looks a bit weird at the moment. Just when there's a, that's it, that's better. That's okay like that, but I think I'll do it. There we go. There's my dots. So you can put your dots in, you know, do your dotty bit. I don't think I need to do them all. I just need to do the odds and sods, don't I, really? There we go. So that looks a bit weird here. So I might just put that in. I might pen that out there. So I know I'll put a pattern in here. So copy one from here. Wibbly line. There we go. So I've really enjoyed this. Really, really enjoyed it. It's been good to get some normality back. I've been driving all over the studio and back and forth doing this app for creating craft, and it's been a nightmare driving. I must admit, I've done nearly 1,000 miles, but yeah, it's all in the hope to help creating craft so people keep watching or watch again, because it's getting people don't watch like they used to. Used to have it on in background, and now people don't. So we're hoping that mixed media can be, brought back. People from Creative Craft who don't know me might know me a bit better. So I've been doing that. I did the shows, lessons, workshops. So it's been a bit crazy. Done some charity work, which was great. Loved it, but it's hard work. That was 3 days as well. So it's quite difficult, because you want to help, but you feel tight because you can't always do as much as you want, especially with charity stuff. You've got to fit it around. I try and get to the monastery as much as I can, but if I get a day of paid work, a bit different. So here we go. It's quite an eclectic, strange, woo! But I hope you've enjoyed that. I have loved it to be here with my friends, you all. Can't tell you how much I needed that. And I will be back during the week. Hopefully, I'm going to make sure, because we've got some wonderful people on during the week. So it'll probably be Tuesday, because tomorrow you won't want to see me again. It'll be boring. So yeah, you could add some colour to that. Almost looks like a cityscape, doesn't it? Thank you, Jan. Let's have a. Do you want to see him, Montague? Right, see the pajamas. Well, they're not pajamas. They're like a lounge suit. Not sweet. Right, here his face. Woo, woo, woo. He's got a ruff. He's got his band leader coat and his ruff. He's got his hands and knuckles. Hands and knuckles. And he's got his lifeline. Belly. He's got his tail coat. He's got his hinges. Woo, like that. Feet. He's got his little leather bits and bobs. His hands move, so conducting his orchestra. And he's got his buttons on there. And there you go, his head. And that's Montague Moodle hair. And I have just loved it. Dyed it all. There's a workshop with him as well, and I got 10 on the first one. So I'm hoping that you come and enjoy it with me. And he's all hand sewn, apart from his hands, but they are movable. So if you want to do the piece, you know what I mean? Just be careful what you're doing. I know what some of you are like. And then if he wants to, he can be. Oh no, that's not right. Is he missing a finger here or what? No, that's right, isn't it? There we go. He is contemplative, whatever the word is, Montague. So he's having a think. His hands, cool, aren't they? That was from Jan Horrocks. So if you get to see some of her, she's on Patreon now, and you can get to see her workshops. But I do hope you like him. I've absolutely loved finishing him off and putting his clothes together and his bits and bobs. And I dyed all this, but I'm doing another one now at the moment. So yeah, and this was a cushion cover. It's all recycled apart from, looks, I feel like I'm putting a nappy on him when I do that. But I might put some gold buttons on it. But I quite like the brown ones because it just, you know what I mean? All the stitching, I want you to see it. So I hope you like him. There he is. So there he is in all his glory. Let's set that. He does sit on his own. He doesn't need me. I just have to, there we go. He does sit on his own. His feet sort of wherever he wants. He gets his head right. So yeah, there he is. I hope you like him. I've loved him. Hand stitching is the best. So I will love you and leave you and see you hopefully Tuesday. As always, huge amount of love. Thank you for everybody and your support. And I will see you Tuesday from me and Montague. Bye.